Well, hey there YouTube, this is Mr. Fedora Man, and I'm here for one thing, and that is, let's talk. So, I appreciate you guys asking questions. That has kept me being able to do this very well. The next question was asked by the Alex Griffin, and he wanted to know what were my opinions on the Nintendo 3DS and the Sony NGP. NGP? I think I said that right. Because I've never heard of it outside of what, after you've just mentioned it. Like, really, I haven't heard anything because Sony isn't very big on advertising unless you're pretty much there at, like, an event or something. Because I don't know why they're not big on advertising, but anyways, I'm going to say my opinions. I won't be able to formulate much of an opinion on Sony because I don't really have a lot of information. No one really has a lot of information on it anyways. So I'll discuss as much as I can, but after that it'll pretty much be the majority 3DS opinion, if that's okay. So anyways, starting up, I got some information, so let's see here. Let's start on the Sony side of things. Okay. So, apparently the NGP has an OLED screen, which is 5 inches. And it's got a state-of-the-art CPU and GPU, and it is capable of delivering visuals and game experience that are on par with the PS3, which is pretty good because the PS3 has pretty amazing graphics to begin with. So specifically, it says here that it has a quad-core ARM Cortex-A9 processor with a quad-core Power VR SGX 534 MP4 Plus GPU. So obviously, that doesn't sound like much to people that don't know a lot about all this technology. But as far as they say, I'm not too. I don't really have much of information on it as well because I don't really know a lot about today's technology. But apparently, it says it's really, really good, really good. So obviously, it needs to go through fan testing still to make sure that it's good. But they said what was shown at the conference was definitely impressive. So it's the OLED. Did I say LCD? LED screen is double the size of a traditional smartphone screen, and it has a multi-touch capability. It also has an additional rear touchpad, so making gestures like pushing, pulling, grabbing, and tracing are that much more realistic, except for the combination of dual touchpads to make for some truly immersive experiences. So this is apparently going to be you're going to be very immersed into it, because obviously stuff is being talked about today that is mostly touch screen technology now. So there's also on it, there are dual analog sticks to the left and right of the screen, which is pretty good. It's pretty cool for like a handheld system. Like I've never seen that before. Like also, I don't want to. Yeah, the 3DS also has an analog stick. So I mean, there you go. They're adding analog onto these handhelds. So that's what it says here. Oh wow! So the NGP is capable of getting out 3 types of games: analog stick games, games that can use the D-pad, and also using full range of motion for like if you want to if it's like this big, you want to turn it like kind of like I don't know. So basically like a driving kind of thing, yeah. Or like it says Super Monkey Ball, so that seems pretty cool. Being able to play the game 3 different ways. It says it also has the ability to connect to both Wi-Fi or 3G internet, an electronic compass, and a front-facing and rear-facing camera. So yeah, so it's pretty much on par with all kinds of phones that are out today. As you can, it says with the internet the internet connectivity will allow you to download, game, or browse from anywhere you would like, and the cameras can serve a variety of game-related functions. So it does look pretty cool. Now, it says here that what the games they have available, or that they have lined up anyways, because they just have a bunch of tech demos, so you don't really know what to expect, except for, we got a list of these. I've got some games here that they are definitely going to work on. And that would be, they got in development, they got Call of Duty, Broken Gravity Days, Hot Shots Golf, Hustle Kings, Killzone, Little Big Planet, Little Deviants, Reality Fighters, Resistance, Smart As, Uncharted, and Wipeout. Many of these, it says, okay, they have, it says they're on new flash-based cards. And it says, yeah, instead of like a storage device, it's flash-based memory card. That's like in a digital camera. And currently capable of 128 gigs of storage. They're not only will they be able to store the game itself, but save files, DLC content, or anything else that a singular game might need. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So they're trying to put PS3 quality onto the NGP, which I would definitely say is really cool. That's pretty much all I really have on it. There's not a lot more. So, I think the NGP looks really cool. I don't know if it's something I would get because I'm not too big into Sony. It's not that I don't like Sony, it's just that I grew up as a Nintendo person, not as a Sony person. So, my opinion might be a little bit more biased to the 3DS, but I do not discourage you from buying the 3DS and not the NGP, or the NGP and not the 3DS. I say, you go for whatever you feel like buying, because obviously it's your money. You can spend it on what you would like to. So, that's totally up to you. So yeah, on to the 3DS. It has a 3D screen. So, obviously, everything is in 3D. So it's like, I think what the 3DS is, like what Nintendo's trying to do is to improve on the Virtual Boy idea, because everyone knows the Virtual Boy was, it was god-awful. It was, it made you have immense headaches, and it was just all around hard to play because it was like mounted kinda, like, and not even like in a secure stand either. Like, you'd have to actually hold it, or like some people would lie on their backs and like put it on their face and hold it up to the ceiling so they could play that way. So it becomes easier to see the position of characters and obstacles in a world. So it's definitely going to be more immersive than any 2D kind of game, or 3D not 3D. Or it has a 3D effect, but it's not technically 3D in your face. So there's also a 3D depth slider, which allows you to to tone up or tone down how intense the 3D is, or you could just turn it off completely. Because, you know, you don't want to, if you can't adjust it to how you like it, it might not be the most comfortable thing, so you might not buy it nor play it very often. So, and then I also have a list of features that it comes with, and after that, that's it for this episode. It says, it's got a motion sensor and a gyro sensor, so portable play control reaches a new level with these amazing features, allowing for new and unique gameplay mechanics. So you can react to motion and tilt of the system, so whenever players are twisting their system side to side or moving them up and down, their motion-compatible 3DS games respond instantly. So basically like the NGP, like pretty much these systems are going for being immersed and all kinds of cool things happening with how you use the system. So it might be funny if you're playing a game and you're one of those people that, you know, like holds the DS or your PSP or whatever, and you're like moving it around and things, and you don't necessarily need to do that because it's kind of like it doesn't work like that. So that'll be kind of funny for people like that. You might have a more difficult time playing. You have to keep yourself still unless you need to move it. They have two screens. A widescreen display on the top of 800 by 240 pixel resolution, allocating 400 pixels for each eye to create the 3D effect. So that is pretty awesome. The bottom LCD touchscreen operates at a resolution of 320 by 420, with both screens capable of displaying a brilliant 16.77 million colors. Now we're going to go on to analog control. There's a circle pad that's located above the D-pad, so that's your analog right there. So you get full analog control Combined with the touchscreen, traditional buttons, camera, and microphone input, and the advanced motion control of the motion sensor and gyro sensor, the potential is extraordinary. It's definitely really cool, because I know playing games where analog would be favorable over the D-pad is really annoying. And now that we have the ability to do analog, or to use analog, it's pretty crazy, because you have full control pretty much over the character in the game. There's an oh wait, no, not yet. 3D cameras. You can use its two outer cameras to see the world in 3D, much like the human eye, allowing for the creation of 3D photos and a similar 3D effect to that seen in the game. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I can describe more what's going on with the 3DS because they actually have some information coming out. Once more information comes out on the NGP, I might do more on it, all depending on if I catch wind of it or not. So, we get an adjustable stylus. Okay, let's see. Once removed from the holder, the stylus length can be adjusted to your liking with a push or a pull. So you can pretty much achieve your optimal comfort level while using a stylus. There's also a charging cradle, so you can dock your 3DS whenever you're not using it into the included charging cradle to keep it powered. You can leave the system on in sleep mode while charging so that it can communicate via the Spot Pass feature at any time, day or night. And I'll talk about the Spot Pass in a little bit. So there's also a 2 gig SD memory card included, so it comes with every system comes with the 2 gig SD memory card. You can use it to store your 3D photo, sound recordings, music from your PC. You can also use it to store games downloaded from your Nintendo eShop, the Nintendo 3DS system. It has SDHC card compatibility to increase your storage space even further. And when it says music, it is compatible with MP3 and AAC file format, so there you go. There's a little backwards compatibility. So it says almost all existing Nintendo DS and Nintendo DSi games can be played on a Nintendo 3DS system with backwards compatibility. Yeah, so they look. So Nintendo DS and DSi games will be displayed in 2D graphics, but you can play them. So you can buy the 3DS and still use your DS and DSi games without having a worry of having to go and just not use your games ever again. And then there's Street Pass. Social and wired like no Nintendo system before it, Nintendo 3DS brings fellow players together in exciting new ways with Street Pass. Set your 3DS to sleep mode and carry it with you whenever you go to exchange game data like Mii characters, high scores, or custom characters with other users you pass on the street. You can control what data you exchange, and you can exchange data for multiple games at once, making virtual connections with real-world people you encounter in your daily life. So, you can just have it in sleep mode, and when you walk by people on the street, it will, transfer high scores and data and all that cool junk, as well as with just people, in daily interaction. Maybe all of you have 3DSs, and you can just interact with people, get high scores on the same game, and see who's doing the best. I don't know. It's pretty crazy. I gotta start bringing water for these things. I'm running out of. My throat's getting dry. Spot Pass, which is the last available feature that I know of right now at the moment. So, Nintendo 3DS includes Spot Pass, a feature that lets Nintendo 3DS detect wireless hotspots or wireless LAN access points and obtain information, game data, free software, videos, and so on for players even when the system is in sleep mode. Oh, and it did say right here on Spot Pass that some of the features may not be available in the launch, so you don't exactly know what's going to happen for Spot Pass until it actually comes out. So yeah, that was definitely a fun question. I definitely like that. I thank you for asking it. My opinion, I like the 3DS more, but only because I know more about it. I'm a Nintendo person. I don't know a lot about Sony, nor did I even know the NGP existed until the Alex Griffin told me in his comment. So, I would definitely say the NGP does look cool. I personally won't get it because, well, I don't even know if I'll get the 3DS for that matter, because I'm kind of broke. But I would say go with whatever you feel is your choice. I don't know, if you're a Sony person, go for the NGP. If you're a Nintendo person, go for the 3DS. If you like both, maybe go for both. I don't know. It's up to you. So I thank you. I got to exert my opinions here. I am in no way making this biased. I say, you know, go with whatever you feel like. I'm just saying what is available so far and what we know about these systems and what it seems like at the moment. And I'd say both of them are really cool. So yeah, that's my final verdict. They are both pretty awesome, and I cannot wait for their releases. If I don't know, I'm not caught up. I'm pretty sure they're not released yet, obviously. But when their releases come out, they are going to be awesome. And yeah. So that's all I have on this. So I really hope you enjoyed watching this video of me going rambling on my opinions. And please, if you can, ask a question. If I don't get any questions by the time I am going to make my next video, which I really don't know when is, I guess a couple days, maybe a week, I will just choose a topic myself and talk about it just to eliminate not putting out a video for a really long time. So, with that said, this is Mr. Fedorman signing off, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.